Good afternoon, folks. This is your ticker guy, Carl, coming at you with a update on the $700 billion No Banker Left Behind Act. First off, the deal is, despite what you're hearing in the media, this battle has not been lost. Get on the phone, get on the facts right now. I am waiting for the text of the bill to be posted so I can give you a full analysis. The copy that's circulating around the net is wrong. It is an old copy that is a day or more old. It does not represent the current text. We have been promised it. It was supposed to be up by noon Eastern time. It is not yet available. Secondly, what is all over every news site and has been since this morning is Warren Buffett was supposedly involved in the negotiations last night. Private phone calls, and he supposedly said that there is going to be an economic catastrophe if they do not pass this bill. Yeah, there will be. It'll be for Berkshire Hathaway. Let's talk about what's really happened. We all know that Warren bought $5 billion worth of preferred stock in Goldman Sachs because that was trumpeted earlier last week about this huge savior was coming in and making a big bet. You guys have short memories. It was not long ago that Warren Buffett also wrote, for $5 billion in premium approximately, a bunch of puts on the S&P 500. It's a private over-the-counter derivatives transaction. Exactly the same thing that he has been saying for 5 years are financial weapons of mass destruction. The Oracle of Omaha is talking through his teeth. And what is even worse is that if we were to have a significant decline in the S&P 500, we've already had some, Berkshire Hathaway has taken a tremendous mark-to-market loss on those puts already. The total exposure that he has outstanding on those puts are enough to bankrupt his company. Now, granted, we'd have to have a cataclysmic kind of loss, but the fact of the matter remains that those mark-to-market losses could get extraordinarily severe even if he didn't have to pay off on them. After all, they're very long-term puts, and therefore the maturity on them is a great distance out in the future. But make no mistake, folks, Warren Buffett is not an impartial observer in this campaign, and he's not talking in benefits of Main Street. He's talking in terms of what happens to Berkshire Hathaway. Don't believe for a minute that this has anything to do with financial catastrophes on Main Street. Oh, sure, there'd be an impact if we don't pass this bill. And folks, I am not, as I repeat, not advocating that we do nothing. That's a load of garbage. However, I will point out that Mr. Stiglitz, Nobel Laureate in economics, has said there's no catastrophe that justifies this. There are 200 now economists based out of the University of Chicago that also say this plan is a bad deal. It isn't going to fix the problem, and it is the wrong solution. I've got a solution. There are other people that have solutions. Nouriel Rubini, by the way, is out this morning also saying it's a crock. All right? So we've got all kinds of people coming out here and saying this, and believe me, folks, the House and Senate people know this. Get on the phone. Public opinion is absolutely critical. As soon as I have more, I will update you. But you need to know that the Warren Buffett prognostications are just as self-serving as anybody on Wall Street. $5 billion in premium from puts on the S&P 500, huh? An index that is stuffed full of financial companies that have been cooking their earnings and juicing them with writing credit default swaps, speculating in commodities, and selling off shit sandwiches that they're calling mortgage-backed paper. Yeah, Warren, that was real smart. Maybe it's about time that you took a loss just like everybody else in this world has from owning that kind of crap paper. You wrote some of it. Your turn to step up, sir. Have a good day.